Hello. I'm back from the dead. Apologies for the hiatus. I had some DIY I needed to do in real life. The sealant in our bathtub went, so a load of water ended up leaking through the ceiling, and had to go fix that. So yeah, that was a bit of a pain to sort out. But yeah, that's done. And I also had an eye infection, so my eye had swollen up really bad like this. So I didn't really feel like streaming with an eye patch. But I'm back now, and I'm going to be figuring out whatever the heck I was doing in this game when I left. Something sulfur. So let's jump in. Right. Okay, so what we had. Oh, hold on, just give me a sec. Crap, that's great. Okay, there we go. So we had 3 sulfur geysers that we correctly hooked up last time. This one's overflowing a little bit, but we're pumping all the sulfur, the hot sulfur, past this steam vent so that it will heat up enough to go through the steam turbine. And that, I believe, is working. And now we're just trying to chill the rest of the sulfur down so it stops turning into tiles here. So I'm trying to figure out what to do exactly with that. But we're just going to let it run for a little bit and see what happens. So let's give some people some skill points. Oh, God, I don't know what everyone even needs. We'll just give everyone improved strength. That sounds good to me. But yeah, for now, we're just dumping all of the sulfur out here because it will dissipate its heat into this part of the base, which is fine. And then, like, so long as it's flowing through the pipe, that's the important thing. And I think the plan is that we're going to have a load of valves that will move 1 kilogram per second at a time, and then we can chill the sulfur in those pipes. Or at least that's the plan. So let's just put in all these valves, and I think I was going to make these all out of gold. So yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's correct. The main thing is I don't want any of these sulfur geysers to overflow. I don't think they will, but this one I'm kind of worried about. Let's see, we need to put sweetles in ranches. That adds up. I haven't... I don't think I've checked on these recently. No, we're... Are we actually alright? No, this one needs a sweetle. Okay, here you go. Yeah, because the end goal is to just have a load of sweetle ranches. And once we've got this all cooled down to room temperature, we'll just drop it back off at the base. And then we could start really multiplying the ranches. That's the aim of what we're doing at the moment. I think power-wise we're okay. Like, the batteries are full up, so I think we are generating surplus power again. Who's idle? You're idle. I kept running out of things to give you to do. Let's see. You can just come over here. I guess we'll just get you to start grabbing all this cobalt. That's fine. Go ahead. We'll just keep popping back here to give you stuff to do periodically. But yeah, the main plan for today is just to get all this sulfur tamed. Why aren't you in your suit? Is there a way out of the base that doesn't involve suits? I haven't seen anyone else running around without them, so let's just go here. This, I believe it's set to clearance vacancy only. Yeah, that looks correct. So maybe it's just a one-off. If I do show navigation, so you can go out there. You can go out here. That's turned on. are any exits down here? Ah, this is all connecting up again. Oh, but I blocked off access here. Yeah, that's fine. They can't actually get through to that part. Yeah, it is all closed off. Okay. I think he just got caught out. Yeah, can we deliver a suit to that checkpoint, please? Oh, it's a worn suit. Are we actually fixing suits? Do we have an exosuit forge? We do. Yeah, people are currently supplying that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is going somewhat well. I mean, this sulfur doesn't actually seem to be cooling down very much because the steam vent is idle. Yes. Who's that new picture? It's a dupe and a pip. I'm not sure what the thing is. Is that them coming into the teleport or something? I can't remember. I don't know what it looks like. So this sulfur isn't actually going to cool down while there's not water in here. I think that's fine, because we're just basically trying to sap the heat out of this, just out of convenience. We can cool it all in this room. But I need to figure out what that's actually going to look like. And I think what it's going to look like is it's going to look like a load of lead radiant pipes going up here into a cool block. So we'll start those off as insulated pipes, and we'll just take them up here. And then I think we'll need to set up a thermo aqua tuner, and then we'll just set up like a cold block in here. What's going on here? Oh, sulfur. Yeah, that checks out. So what I could do is I could put insulated tiles here. So let's cancel the buildings. In fact, I could probably just put it at this level. Let's do that. There's no point making this unnecessarily large. And then I think I'm going to eventually seal it off this way. Because people shouldn't need to come in here. And I'll put an aqua tuner in here, and that can be gold or something. I don't think we have enough gold. Is there any more gold we can dig up anywhere? Prefer to make it out of gold than steel if I can. I think we can actually just dig and grab this now. I don't think that's going to cause any problems. So that's a little bit more gold we can grab. Yeah, because I think what I'll do is I'll put the thermo aqua tuner down there, and I'll just set up the sensors like I usually do. Just have this be its own cooled block. Yeah, what's everyone up to? Unreachable toilet. You can't reach a toilet, but why is that? Are you not able to get back in the base? No. Okay, cancel request. There you go. Yeah, the ammo suit docks can be funny sometimes. Also, you probably shouldn't be out in the suit. You're running very slowly. I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, we're dumping all that sulfur over here. It's mostly condensing. Like, it's fine. It's not perfect, but it will do for now. Like, we'll dig up some of it later, but eventually it'll all just be chilled and we'll just drop it off in the main base. But yeah, we're going to want as much conductivity as possible here, so... I think what that means is we're going to put lead tiles, and we'll do it with lead because that's the metal we have available. There are better metals for this, but I think lead will do. And we're just going to fill this block up with lead. In fact, actually, this will be insulated as well. And I'll seal this off, and I don't know what else we'll do with this space. Probably nothing. Well, nothing's completely broken yet, so that's reassuring. People are using new bathrooms, that's good. Everyone's dancing. I don't think we have enough of those plants for those pots. It's fine. Food we're okay on for now. Yeah, these are getting emptied. Really don't want this to overflow and break the liquid lock. That would be annoying. I'm not sure it can break it outright, but I don't really want the heat from the sulfur getting up here. I mean, I suppose it could. We made everything out of the right materials. It probably doesn't matter. Right, let's wrangle another sweeter one. There you go. I'm looking forward to expanding these ranches, but we just need to figure out what's actually going to happen. But yeah, let's grab some more gold. So I think we can just grab that without any issues. Then there's some gold there we can grab as well. Don't think there's any slime on any of that. There is some slime on that one. That's fine. Glad I spotted that. And it looks like there's a decent amount of slime over here. Although this is no, I mean gold, but it has slime lying on it. This is all germ free. So we can just go ahead and grab that, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Got the puffs making slime. It's not exactly what I wanted, but whatever. Yeah, the important thing is this is still working, it's not overpressurizing, so we're just getting 100% of the water out of this steam vent now. Which is good, because we need it for all the oxygen. So that pipe is just going up here for now. There's another geyser down here. That I want to run past this steam vent, but the issue is we'll need some other heat to go through the area as well. And I'm not really sure what to send over yet. Because the volcano is probably going to produce too much heat for that. So that may be better served with another different mechanism for getting the water out of that. Anyways, we have the gold now, so let's build the aquatuner. And this loop is going to have to bend round in a funny way, so I need to actually have a decent think about this. Because it's going to need to bypass this whole valve block. Oh, that's a good point. We're going to have the pipes running up here, but we're not going to have any way of actually getting the cooling through there with the liquid pipes. Hmm. I think what will end up happening is I'll have some bridges for these pipes, and then I'll have the liquid go through the middle. I think that's what I'll do. So let's have a think about this. So we want a thermosensor, which is here. Might as well make that out of copper. Automation wire, might as well make that out of copper too, just use it up. Number one, insulated pipe to go in here. So this is going to be the cold stuff. Yeah, we've already got a problem in that there's not enough space to do that. Because we're going to have to take this pipe back around here because of where these valves are. Maybe it will work. Hold on. So, this is the cold stuff. Does the cold stuff take priority? I'm trying to remember how these loops work. So the cold stuff comes out first, and then we bridge on the lukewarm stuff. So it will actually look a bit like this. No, I don't think there's any way of doing it like that. What if I try put the aqua tuning the other way? Because then that's going to be the cold pipe. No, I don't. I just don't think there's enough room. Just trying to figure this out. So, cold stuff comes out here. That can bridge over there. Maybe this will work if I stick it right in the corner. So the lukewarm stuff ends up here. The cold stuff ends up here. So the cold stuff comes out first, then the lukewarm stuff. Yeah, that should work, actually, like that. Okay, that's good. And then we'll just take that up here. Good grief, this is gonna be kind of silly. Yeah, like that. And then we'll just do the automation that we did before. And eventually we'll want to cover this up. So I'll just do that just to remember that we're closing this up. Because this will all need to be... Ah, right, yeah. This will all need to be steam. So we'll actually have a steam turbine above this bit. That shouldn't block the output. We can put the vent here. I think we'll be able to condense all of this sulfur with a cool steam. With a self-tamed one. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh, hang on. This isn't quite going to work, is it? There's too many pipes. We're going to need a steam vent to actually, steam turbine to actually come out over here somewhere. Like, it's going to need to jut out to the side like this. You're going to need to dig that plant. This is going to get very messy. At this point, I may actually put 2 on just to make sure we've got enough cooling. Because there's a lot of sulfur coming through here, and it's not guaranteed to be pre-chilled. And I don't want to deal with the liquid going anywhere else. So this will be insulated. And then we'll have room for 1 steam turbine there. This vent will need to go down here. At least we've got plenty of people, so this building should get done fairly quickly. I just need to figure out what I'm actually doing. I set myself a bit of an unambitious stream title, because I'm not sure what exactly I'll be doing today, but it will be something involving this game. Let's just dig all of this and let that sulfur out. There we go. And we'll just deconstruct that. Priority 9 this. We'll need to put in a power wire as well, but I'll do that later. We're gonna maintain access to all of this while we're setting it up. But I believe what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bottle emptier here, so we can dump the initial water in here, and then we will put the vent for these steam turbines here. This is getting very messy. This base was originally all nice and clean, and now it is not. I don't think I'll keep these separate. I think I'll just have them together. I think we'll need to. But I can just dig all of this. Who's idle? Oh yeah, yeah, I need to actually give you something substantial to do. Okay, that was a saltwater geyser. You know what, literally just go up here. Just go up here and grab all of this coal and iron. I'll give you something to do. There you go. I've got plenty of stuff to think about. So I can't actually access that anymore, so we're going to need to ladder down here as well. And I'll probably want to dig all of this out. Like this. And then we'll just put a little bit of water in here to start. So that can be salt water. But yeah, we're going to want this to be quite a substantial metal block. So what we'll do is we'll have... Let's see, what's the base level again? So that is base level. Let's do it one level higher. So we'll go up to like there. And this way we can run the other pipe through in quite a few places. So I think we're gonna do it a bit like this. And then we'll liquid bridge across, and we'll just use granite bridges. This machine may not end up working at all, but I'm just curious. I feel like every time I come back to this game after a break, I just forget everything. But equally, I've never made something like this before, so see how it goes. So that way, the sulfur itself is going to be running through the metal tile block this way. And then the coolant can go into the metal block underneath. So let's see. So this is all going to be insulated. And then this will all be radiant. We're gonna need to mine a lot more lead for all of this. So that will be radiant, that'll be radiant. This will be insulated. And then we'll need to take that down here. I'm actually going to mirror this steam turbine. Just like this. That way we can put this return pipe in without worrying about the vent. Because it's going to have to go down here. Okay. So that's the coolant loop. It's going to be very simple. And then these will be the pipes for the steam turbines. Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna flip this one as well. Let's see. Yeah, like that. And then we can have that run like this. So insulated pipe can go here and here. That can join up. And then how the heck do we get it out of here? Well, I think we could do that by doing some tomfoolery with these bridges. Or with these pipes. So I think I need to deconstruct this. Yeah, go ahead and do that, Joshua. God, I hope this works. I feel like I've forgotten stuff about this game. I just feel like I forget it every time I do it. Right. That's not going to work immediately, so what I need to do is I actually need to put a bridge in here. And that needs to be done urgently. And this pipe needs to be plumbed urgently. And then we can put a bridge in here. I can head here. So I want to dump the water fairly close to the thermal aquatuner, because that's where the heat is going to be coming from. I hope this works. Yeah, looks like you're coming to plumb that. Okay. Then that needs to be insulator pipe. So we can just go up like this. Okay, that should work. So the sulfur will get dumped down here. Eventually this will stop working because like these valves will take all of the sulfur up here. We need to set these to 1000. Although actually for now we need to set them to 0 just so that they don't actually do anything. We don't need any liquid sulfur in here, thank you. Yes, I'm very curious as to whether this is going to work. We're going to need more lead, absolutely. So where is the remaining lead on this map? So that's the only problem with the regular oil is that you end up with the metal in random places. Let's see, there's lead down here. I think we'll want to grab all of this as well. So what I will do is I'll just go in there and we'll dig up there. That will work, I think. And we may as well dig this out as well. We can probably just ladder up there for that. Hi, Hair Donkey. I played this game for about 1,000 hours-ish. It certainly doesn't feel like it. I think I've learned some good things. It's very complicated. But there are some things you can definitely do starting off to make it easier. Like, the first thing I'd recommend is just not taking on too many duplicants. Because these guys, as cute as they are, they need to breathe oxygen and they need food. The less of them you have, the slower things get done, but the less you've got to worry about resources, so it gives you a lot of time to figure things out. Like, you can get a lot done just with the first 3 or 4 dupes. So yeah, food and oxygen are the main things you want to prioritize to start with, because they just buy you time so that you can do all the other stuff in the game. And food, there's some plants that are really simple for food to start with. Like, you can find mealwood in a lot of places. You just need to plant it with dirt, and that will grow, and your dupes can live off that as long as you don't run out of dirt, which won't be for a long time. Similarly, if you're on a swampy planet, bog buckets are quite good because they eat polluted water, or you feed them polluted water and they produce food, and you'll end up with a lot of polluted water, so that's quite nice. If you're on a really hot map as well, I really recommend the grubfruit plants, the spindly grubfruit plants, because they require sulfur, and you can usually dig up some sulfur to start, and they'll grow at higher temperatures than the other plants. But yeah, once you've got food sorted, and once you've got oxygen sorted, you have plenty of time to solve problems and learn. But don't expect to learn it all in one playthrough, because there's a lot to learn in this game, and I don't think I've learned most of it. At the moment, I'm trying to learn how to tame these sulfur geysers, because they erupt sulfur at 165 degrees C, and I'm trying to feed that to all my plants and critters, but it's too hot, so I'm trying to cool it down. I'm pumping some of it past the steam vent, and that's heating up the steam so I can run it through a steam turbine. But not all of the temperature's going out of it, so I'm setting up a proper freezer here for the sulfur. And we'll see how that goes. That's today's project. I think I'll just take the lime. We have enough paku. We have a big fish tank full of paku down here. This is a really good way of getting food as well, is these little fish, if they're wild, they'll sustain their population. Like, they'll lay one egg and then die. But if you can breed them, you can just keep increasing the amount of eggs. So you eventually just end up with just an insane amount of fish if you do it right. And there's definitely guides on YouTube about how to do this. And I've set this up on a few of my different maps on my YouTube channel. So you can probably find some stuff there in the earlier episodes. I think I set up this one on episode 1 on my YouTube. So yeah, feel free to check that out. But I'm sure there's more efficient designs out there. Oh, blimey. What's going on my computer? Okay. Yeah. Right. So... yeah, I think these pipes will make sense. I think that's enough salt water in here. So I'll just leave that. We're going to need a power cable for this aqua tuner as well. Is there a wire we can connect that to? Oh, God. Why? I feel like I've forgotten a lot about this power setup. So we need it to be a consumer, which will be the small transformers. Yeah, so I don't think I have any lines free, so I need to make another line just for that thermo aqua tuner. These things take up so much power, but they are very efficient, so... yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Is there definitely not one of these that's free? That one has another thermo aqua tuner on it. That one has another thermo aqua tuner. Oh, Christ. I think I'm gonna have to make some more transformers as well. I'm not sure this is the correct way of doing transformers, but this is how I've ended up doing it. I just have a column that sort of just runs down, and I have large transformers where power sources come on. Then the heavy watt wire that holds all the base's power runs down here, and then it connects to these small transformers which let the power out. And that's just one way of me combining all of my different power sources into one battery bank. Yeah, we'll make it out of iron because it gets hot down here. But yeah, just lets me centralize all my power, so I like doing it this way, but there's probably simpler ways of doing this. But I like this way because I can just repeat it indefinitely, and I don't have to think about it too much. It's just a bit, it's just a bit intimidating looking at it the first time. Have I done this right? No, I have not. Okay. Let's try that again. So that's going to be conductive wire. It's going to come down here. And then that's going to go in here. No. It's going to go down here. Yep. Yeah, here we go. And then that will connect to the battery, which will be here. Because I'm just keeping all my batteries here as well, just to store the power. And then I'll put some storage bins here as well. Just in case I want to mass store anything. I'm not using that space for anything else, and no one ever goes in here. And then this conductive, we can put a conductive wire here, and this will go to the thermo aqua tuner. And I think we're just going to go up and around all of the other wires. But yeah, this is why I wanted to mine all that lead, because we are burning through it doing this. It's alright, I'm sure we'll find more. I'm gonna need to put another ladder there to get to this wire. This one can bend like that. Let's priority 9 this wire just to make sure that gets done. And then go up here. I can go up here. And then that will literally just feed over here. Oh my god. There's so much stuff. It's way too much stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter where this goes. So I guess I'll just take it up here. Actually, no, let's not run it past the geyser. That's kind of stupid. We'll just do a bridge. There's so much spaghetti. It's too much spaghetti. Those steam turbines, we can probably hook up to an existing producer line. Because we want to get power from these as well. Because essentially what this turbo aqua tuner is doing is it's taking heat from the liquid in the pipe and it's moving it to the machine. So we're filling this room with water. That's going to heat up from this machine. That's going to turn to steam. That's then going to go into the steam turbines that convert that heat into power. And we've got two here so that this thermo aqua tuner can just run flat out. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough cooling for this sulfur. But we'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're just dumping all the sulfur out over here. Very environmentally friendly. We're going to want to get rid of all this abyssalite as well. So this will actually just condense. Otherwise, we're eventually going to have problems. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's just going to be rushing to build that wire now. It's going to take ages. How much lead have we got left for other things? Do you still have a little bit of lead left? So, where's the nearest power line? I don't think we can use that one, because that's already got this steam turbine hooked up onto it as well. This one's already got a... I think it's just got the natural gas on it. But I think this is still probably going to generate a bit too much power for that. I think we'll have to put a fresh power line in as well. Yeah, there's a load of steam turbines on this one. Yeah. So this line isn't loaded. Oh, that's because it's just disconnected at the moment. Let's go into these hydrogen ones. This one is going to manual generators. Yeah, because we have a few manual generators in the base just as backups. So that's what these two lines are for. So I guess this is the next one that we'd hook up. Blimey. Okay. Well, first things first, let's take this wire and move it here. I think that makes more sense. So we'll priority 9 this, so we get that built right away. And then this can be the power wire for the steam turbines. Because this is a bridge, so these wires aren't actually connecting. So we need to go across like that. I don't think we're going to have enough lead for this. So I may need to wait a little bit. For us to mine more. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that. But equally, we're gonna need a ladder here as well. Just to grab all of this, really. Or just to hook up all these wires. So we'll just do that. Connect them at the top. Like that. Then we can just dig all of this stuff out. That's going to take them a while. So hopefully they'll grab some more lead in the meantime. I don't think people can get down here. We need to dig this tile out. It's fine. Yeah, looks like we've still got plenty of oil. We aren't making any plastic with it. Why is that? Because no one is refining. Yeah, I think that's it. We need to set up a proper boiler at some point, but that can wait. I just want this to work first. We're just going to need so much lead. You guys are going to take a while building all this. Might as well give you more skill points. I'm just going to start giving you all increased strength. You can have exosuit training, that's very good. You are going to want mechatronics. It's fine. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just water. Okay, that's fine. We're making more primo garb. I don't think we are. Let's put the refashionator here. We analyzed an artifact, but I think I'm just going to keep swapping these out as we need them. That's fine. So we need another sweetle in here. That's fine. How are the hydrogen levels looking? Yeah, we've got loads of hydrogen stored up. So we have loads of excess power to actually do all of this nonsense with. That's good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Oh, these pipes broke because some sulfur ended up in there. That's fine. It shouldn't end up in there anymore because we turned off that flow here. Yeah, that should work. But this will all just be full of metal. But that's going to take so much lead. Actually, these are only 100 each. That's probably going to be like... I mean, let's see. In total, it's probably going to be 8 tons of lead. That's not too bad. Obviously, we won't be able to get back into here. But I think this should conduct the heat well enough to do this. Unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of waiting around for them to build things. Oh, all the sulfur's getting dumped down here at the moment. Oh, that's funny. That wasn't the intent. Although I guess we're going to have to do that to get here to build this wire. Is that going to be okay? Worst case, they'll evaporate this water. I think that's fine. Yeah. I don't really mind what's happening to the sulfur while we're disposing of it. The main thing is that we're just getting the actual water out of here, which we are. What are the temperatures looking like in the base, anyways? The oxygen is still cold in here, which is reassuring. It is coming out of the pipes at a decent temperature. I think the base is just full of oxygen, to be honest. So we're probably storing up a large amount of excess oxygen. Yeah, that's good. Good stuff. So we just got a little bit of priority 9 wire left. That is all accessible. But yeah, it just doesn't. It does need to be done at some point. I'm glad to be back streaming. I missed playing this game. It's fun. It's fun, and there's loads of stuff I want to do on it. I was actually playing it at the weekend, but I didn't really feel like streaming it. I was just playing another map, a Rhyme map, but I didn't even really feel motivated to do it because I just enjoy playing it on stream. So, yeah, I think that's it. I don't think any updates have come out since I last played this. I guess we don't really need you to do this anymore, do we? I suppose we still want it just so that people can get in and out around here. But it probably wasn't the highest priority thing you could have done. Yeah, we do need that lead. You are coming down here to grab more of it, which is good. I think if we do this, we can go either side and then we can grab this stuff too. But yeah, I think we're going to need every single tile of lead we can get. In the meantime, I'll put the fashionator down here. We'll make that out of lead. Yeah, food's doing alright. Most of the spindling grub fruits in the freezer. Is it still cold? Yeah, it's still cold. That's good. We got some excellent fruit in there. It's fine. Yeah, I think we're just about draining this. The important thing is that the Sweetles aren't going to run out of sulfur anytime soon. We're producing a large surplus of it now. We just need to get it in a usable form. Yeah, you guys are probably just going to be doing this for a while. I probably shouldn't queue up anything else for you to do. Now let's just zoom out and see where the priority tasks are. Yeah, because a lot of it is just going to be fetching all this lead, isn't it? Let's go up here and grab this too. We're going to want that fossil eventually. We've got a pretty good stockpile of lime going. Yeah, you're refining some petrol, so we're getting some more of that. Gonna end up with a little bit of that. It's not really pumping properly. Oh well. So we're gonna end up with a little bit of petroleum from that. We're still dumping salt water in here, which is fine. So I just want to evaporate all of the salt water. Eventually we'll use the steam for something. But yeah, we need plastic for these steam turbines as well, so hopefully it's not going to cause any issues. Yeah, we got 20 tons of lead again, that's good. All that digging got done pretty quickly. So that means we can continue this. And go up here. This is going to be the messiest... if I ever show this to Francis John, this is going to be the messiest wire network he'll have ever seen. That was not the goal, it was the outcome. Yeah, there we go. That one is actually a bit neat. But yeah, we can hook these up to some more power producers as well. Yeah, how many people are actually going out and doing stuff? Let's see, you've got a skill, nice. Yeah, you might as well take telescope skill, so you can use a telescope. That makes sense, because you're going to be on other planets a lot. I'm wondering why these guys are taking health damage. Like, what could possibly be damaging them? Maybe I attacked them earlier or something. I don't know what clothes... Oh yeah, everyone's getting spiffy overalls. Yeah, so we'll make some more spiffy overalls and we'll give those to people. God, it's going to take for ages to build those wires. It's fine. Every day, every cycle, a little more stuff gets done. Go to long commutes. It's probably just all going to be... yeah, construction supply. There's a fair bit of pondering going on as well. Just trying to figure out where on earth to go in this massive base. I do like how tall the base is. And I think we could start adding people again, so I'll be on the lookout for good dupes, but I don't think I'm ever going to turn down lime if I get it in printing pods, so that's fine for now. I should reinstall that mod that lets you zoom out further normally, because what I do at the moment is I go into screenshot view with Alt-S, and then I zoom out. And then I'll let you zoom back in, but I won't let you zoom back out. But there's a mod that lets you do it. Yeah, everyone's using the bathrooms. I don't think these bathrooms up here have broken. All that polluted water is just getting fed back down here into the sieve where everything goes. And then most of that water is recycled back into the bathrooms and the sinks, but the excess is going into some thimble reeds. These thimble reeds here are a little hot, so we're not currently draining off the polluted water from the other planet. What I'm actually tempted to do is I'm tempted to put some hydroponics here with pinch of pepper plants in it. And I don't intend on using them forever, but it's just because this water's already going to be hot, this area's already hot, so either it's going to be growing the thimble reeds if it's cold, or pinch of peppers if it's hot. And I'm thinking it's probably going to end up cold eventually, but until then we can grow some pinch of peppers. Because we need to empty this polluted water before it starts causing problems. And I'm sure we'll find a use for all that pepper. Meantime, we've got some surfing going on. Surfing in the fish room. Yeah, it looks like computer's been running alright. That's reassuring. I don't think we're doing anything with this area for now. You're just repairing the exosuits. That's good. I'm going to set this to priority 9 because I think you need aesthetic design and it's an operating task, so that combination is kind of rare. It looks like we're turning all the mud into dirt and water as well, which is good. I'm not going to say no to more water because it's always getting pumped out into the oxyferns. Where else is that water going? I think the rest of it is being pumped into the oil well. So that's fine. We've got loads of oil there. So the building that is currently going on, it looks like they're just mostly digging out and building these ladders. And that's fine, because we're going to need those ladders to build these wires. The important thing is that the previous wires that I disconnected are working again. Which is the case. I would speed to it, but they spend a lot of time pondering. So it doesn't actually end up saving a huge amount of time. Anyways, we can put pigeon peppers here. And that way, at least one of these plants will be growing and using the polluted water. Eventually I'm going to put another ranch here, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. Actually, how much do these even consume? They consume 35. Yeah, so we're going to need like a fair few to consume all that polluted water, so we'll just fill the whole floor up for now. I could do bog buckets if I wanted, but actually, what's the temperature range of bog buckets? No, bog buckets like it cold. So we'll do peppers. Yeah, you're delivering lead to the wires. It's going to take an absolute age. You're building all these too. That's good. It's very satisfying watching them work. Like, I don't usually play this game on speed 2 or speed 3, and stuff takes a while to get done, but just like watching them go about their business. It's very relaxing, especially once everything's all set up. We have a load of spindly grub fruits down there that aren't being processed. Like, people are cooking them, but they're not really cooking fast enough. What other things do we want to make as well? Is there anything we can make in here? We do have... Yeah, we don't have gristleberries or bristleberries, so I guess we can't really use the gas range for that, but we do want it for surf and turf, which we are making, because we've got a lot of meat from the animals and a lot of fish from the... well, fish. But yeah, as a result, not a lot of the spindly grub fruit is getting eaten. Everyone's got better things to eat, apparently. Yeah, you're gonna need to build this ladder. That's like the actual important ladder that you need to build. Yeah, this this is buildable. I don't think there's any problems with that. We're actually running on the manual generator. I guess we are consuming some power. I mean, eventually this should just fill up the transformer, and they'll stop running. No, I don't think that's going to work. I think the transformer's getting drained faster than them running will help. Like, I think I need to set up some automation here to cycle these. So I've got some automation here at the moment, which is set to these batteries. Those batteries aren't getting charged because these transformers aren't getting fully satisfied. I think what I'll also do is I'll set these up to some cycle switches. Or maybe just a timer sensor. Yeah, like I could put some timer sensors there. And then I could put some AND gates in. So they'll run if the grid requires power, and they'll get interrupted every now and then. So they won't just stay on there. So what I'll actually want is I'll want to disconnect these. Hook these up like this. Then I can disconnect this. And do it like this. Yeah, that's fine. I'll set this to priority 9 just so it gets done. They don't waste any more time on that than they need to. Because I want dupes to run on there occasionally, but I don't want them to just end up running all day. If there's like a small power deficit. But yeah, now the transformers are pretty much backed up, so they clearly were, the line clearly was full. Actually no, those lines are empty. I don't know. I do not know. But yeah, it's probably realistically going to be another 5, probably 3 cycles until that wire is done. We're going to need to vent all the gas out here as well. It's going to be annoying. I think what I'll do is I'll I'll tile this up. Put a mechanized airlock here. I'll get rid of that eventually. Because I'm not going to bother liquid locking this, because we're just gonna seal it off eventually. And then I'll put a gas pump here and just vent this. Place. No, not there. I can just go here. We're going to need some plastic for that. We should be producing plastic. New principles. What we got? Hopefully another dupe. We got glass. I don't think any of these dupes are any good. I'll take the citrus spandex. Fuck it. That sounds fun. Who wants to wear that? But you can wear that. Have fun. You get to be the one guy in the colony wearing some different clothing. Travaldo, you can grab tidying. But you can grab tidying. There you go. Well, I don't think anything's breaking, but then again, I honestly wouldn't know. I'd like to put a ladder here as well. Just so we can get in there. And in terms of power, that can all be powered over here by this thing. That will be fine. So who's coming over here to do this? People are coming over there to do that, but I guess people are busy doing other things as well. So I'm going to set this to... Okay, you know what? You can be green for... Let's see. You can be red for 1 second and green for 60 seconds. Or actually 25, because that's... If I set it for 24, it's 25 seconds total per block. So that's 1 block per hour of the countdown. That seems good. And we'll do the same for that. Oh, we don't need copper there. That can just be lead. Oh, hold on. This isn't... No. This isn't right. I've done this completely wrong. So that's the battery, and that's the timer. So what actually needs to happen is this. Oh, then that's going to be really messy, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we'll just do it like that. I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on that. Yeah, people can't really access all this stuff either, so it's going to take a little while. Well, that ladder's done, so it might help people get in and out of there. Got 1 unit of Primo Garb. I think it's just that guy who hasn't worn his outfit yet. Yeah, so Bert should go and equip that. Yeah, you're putting all that wire in. That's good. Oh, there's so many freaking wires. At least you do have loads of lead on the map to do this with. So if I zoom out of here... Yeah, we've still got a few little bits to do. That's probably fine. There we go. Sweetles. Yeah, there you go. Grabbing all of those. Yeah, you're slowly getting there. It just seems like you're doing a lot of actually figuring out what to do rather than a lot of actual doing. Oh, you're just narcoleptic. That's fine. You're exhausted. I never quite solved how to get people to stop being exhausted. We've got max gas pressure in here. Well, it is being vented, so that should stop building up soon. Did we get this finished here? I think we did. Yeah, so as intended, this is cycling the generators on and off, so people will be interrupted every now and then. That's good. Although that does look very ugly. There's probably a better way of doing that. Let's just do that, actually. We'll take it this way instead. It's probably fine. At least then it's not all running through the base. There you go. Man, there's a lot of you guys. What time is it? It's only 8:30. Well, I'm hoping we can get this actually built today. It's just taking a while for people to actually go and do stuff. Construction supply, ranching supply. Yeah, what I should actually do is I should get rid of one of the sweeters from here and replace it with the grub grub. Tend these plants. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, I guess there's not too much stuff to talk about in game at the moment, but yeah, works all right. I finished my big project for Vegas gas terminal, so now I'm just picking up a load of small jobs, which is really nice. There's this one calculation I'm doing on some sinkholes forming, which is stretching the brain a little bit, so it's quite fun. Getting me in the mood for this. See, I think I need to lower the priority on these things. Don't think I needed to set them to 9. Yeah, actually, I'll set them to 4. But they are getting interrupted every now and then now, which is good. That's the intended effect, so they're not just running on the wheels all the time. But they're running on them a little bit to get the athletics skill. There you go. You can go in this ranch here. So if I look at the temperature overlay, we do still have cold air coming out by the atmosphere docks. Base in general is still getting sort of toasty. Is this cooling loop actually working? It doesn't seem like it. This room is getting too hot. So why is this room getting too hot? Because these turbines are getting too hot. Yeah, there's not quite the full amount of water coming out of these. Can I build some ice temperature plates? Do I have any ice? No. Maybe if I just turn these off for now, that will help. I'll turn them on again when I need them, but we have plenty of steel, we have plenty of iron. We're building most things out of lead anyways. But yeah, there's so much steam in here, it's actually going to take a while to chew through all of that heat with these things. I let this room get too hot in the first place. So that's why that part of the base isn't cooling at all. How's this going over here? Well, some of it's being built, but not all of it. Yeah, looks like the wire's getting done. That's nice. Nice to see. Where are you guys going? Yeah, you're all going to grab lead. Yeah, that's fine. You can just dig and grab that block as well. It looks like you are all getting over to those areas, which is good. Yeah, and you are grabbing a decent amount of lead at a time, which is nice. Yeah, this temperature should start going down again soon. Like I'll disable these as well, or just the kiln that we have. Yeah, we have plenty of ceramic. Yeah, I'm quite excited to see this all actually operating. But yeah, we were going in 1 week in the office and then working 1 week from home. But it's changing now so that we can pick those days of the week when we want. We just need to give a week's notice and put it on the calendar. So I'm going to be working from home tomorrow and the day after, so I might stream a bit more on those days. I'm changing my schedule so that I'm streaming 3 out of 5 days a week, because I was kind of running out of time to do other things when I was streaming daily. So yeah, that's just going to be a thing. It's quite entertaining actually just watching them all hop through the same route to get the stuff. Yeah, because you're just coming over here and grabbing all this lead. Yeah, you can come down here and grab this too. That's fine. You're grabbing a decent wad of lead at a time. It's not too bad. In the meantime, all that sulfur is dropping down here. It is condensing mostly, which is good. This thing's still running. I'm actually wondering if it's worth putting another gas pump here. I think it probably is. Just so we can drain this room a bit faster. the lock here between this highly pressurized room and the other one isn't particularly good. So it'd be good to vent this room a bit more quickly. We can just automate that with the same sensor as the other one, I guess. It's probably fine. Yeah, for the most part we drained off the excess sulfur from here, so it's not just going to build up too much. So what people have been up to on here then? So it seems like the actual construction, yeah, building is not taking up a lot of the time at all. It's just actually grabbing all the stuff. I guess that makes sense, because the problem is the base is so tall it just kind of gets in the way. And all the stuff they're trying to grab is really far away. What are you doing on this other planet anyways? You've grabbed most of that stuff. I do want you to come up here and grab this stuff too. Because we'll use all this cobalt stuff eventually. Yeah, we can just dig all of that out. Don't think that will cause any problems. Yeah, that's fine. We do be morbid. So I wonder what tasks people are doing all day in here. So it looks like a lot of shuffling sulfur back and forth between all these plants. We're growing a lot of these fruit that aren't actually being eaten. I think they are being eaten. Like we can make grubfruit nut and roast grubfruit preserve on here. If anything, it just needs to be cooked a bit faster. I'll set up a second kitchen at some point, like a proper kitchen, because we're eventually going to be producing so much food. We're just going to need a dedicated kitchen. Yeah, see, you're not actually doing anything at the moment. Yeah, there you go, you got some lead. I'm interested in what logic they use, because I feel like he should have taken that lead and just used it to build one of these wires. One of the transformers is overheating. We need to periodically replace these with iron, because these are getting hot. They're currently made of lead. That'll give us more lead. I think I was going to make these kitchens. But then I still need to figure out where all the food chutes are going to go. Because at the moment all the food in the colony gets dropped off here and then it either gets cooked or it gets dropped in the freezer. But these aren't being auto-swept. Yeah, these things here are the seeds. So the seeds are being left on the ground, but the actual grub fruit are being left on the ground here as well. Because they aren't getting picked up and dropped off. So I guess what's happening is all the other food in the colony is getting cooked, and then eventually people are coming up here to grab these plants. And eventually bring them here, but as a last priority. Right, what skills do people want? Yeah, you might as well go towards exosuit training. That's fine. Everyone's got loads of morale, which is good. These wires are slowly getting done. I really hope they're not delivering these wire segments one at a time. That would be very annoying. Yeah, this room is cooling down now. So hopefully these will start working a bit better again soon. Yeah, our polluted water storage is running out as well. Can we actually priority 9 these? I would like to actually get these planted. Because otherwise this is going to start overflowing. And that would go down here into the main water, so that's really bad, so we can't allow it to happen. Yeah, so those just need to be built, don't they? You come to plant these. Set these to priority 9. Yeah, because it's either going to be hot enough to grow these plants, or it's going to be cold enough to grow these plants. So we should end up with some consumption either way. Yeah, these need fertilizing as well with phosphorate, which we do have plenty of. We have 120 tons of this stuff. Not bad. We have loads of these seeds as well, so we just plant those. Yeah, you're all just doing mad runs for lead. Let's see how much lead each of you actually grabs. So you're grabbing 250 kilograms of lead at a time. I mean, most of you have excess strength, don't you? So you should be able to carry much more than that. I think it's because they're only queuing up 10 errands at a time. So what's actually probably best is to store the lead in a storage bin somewhere and then have them move it to the wires. But they're mostly built now, so these guys will get it done. Or they'll just drop all the lead everywhere. Right, I'm going to go get a drink quickly, so I will be right back. I don't think too much will happen in the meantime, so I will see you in a minute. Right, I'm back. Don't think anyone's going to die today. They're just taking too long delivering all this lead. Although this thing, yeah, this thing needs to be replaced with iron. How's this room doing? See, this steam is all cooling down, but this steam is still quite hot. Because these are only cooling at partial effectiveness because of the steam temperature. It's going to take a while for them to get back up to speed. But yeah, we want this... So we want it to cool if... Oh yeah. Yeah, so we want this to turn on if the coolant, which will be polluted water, is above, let's say, 35 degrees. Angle of sweet on there. Yeah, so how are we going to connect the polluted water up here? You can take it off this loop quite easily. I think we'll just go like this. Actually, hold on. I think what I'll probably do instead of that is I will actually put the bridge on down here. So I definitely don't want this to fill up. So in actual fact, what I want to do is I want to keep that intact, and I want to bridge here like this, and then bridge down here like this, because that's a petroleum pipe. And then I'll need to feed that on up there, so probably just go like this. Yeah, like that. That'll do. It's not going to be permanent, it's just so we can get some polluted water in the loop to begin with. But yeah, this is filling up quite rapidly, so we do need these plants to start growing. Yeah, that's good. It's going to consume a little bit of that. So that should be getting pumped from here a little bit at a time. Yeah, there we go. So that will help. But there's so much coming in, I doubt it's actually going to quite handle it. Because 35 times 24 is 840. And that's going to be producing like... We're going to need like 5 of these to consume all of that. Which we may do. We may just do that and just bulk grow pinch of peppers for now, because it's not like we're doing anything else. Not like that. Because the thimble reeds consume it a lot more efficiently. Like each plant consumes a lot more liquid. yeah, we'll deconstruct these. These are something very slightly different to do. But what that actually means is this pipe will go up here. I guess I'll go like that. Because we just need all the plants to actually be doing stuff. Yeah, so just please focus on doing that. Got more printables. What we got? Another dupe would be nice. We've got another strength person. Plus 10 strength is pretty good. I don't know, it's not that good. We've got plenty of strong people already. I'll take you because I don't have anyone better. You don't have any meaningful downsides. We just need labor at the moment. So May, you can grab supplying. And you can go grab stuff. There you go. Because we've got loads of oxygen, we've got loads of food, so we just need to hire people now. Doesn't particularly matter what they're actually doing. You can have supplying. Let's just keep adding more of these. Because I just want to turn all of that water into pepper. And we'll store that pepper somewhere. This isn't going to be permanent, so we're not going to automate it. I think you guys can actually jump across here. Yeah, you're fine. We're just figuring out what to actually do, just standing on those tiles, just like, what do? Okay. We'll replace the other half when that's all done. We never did anything with this CO2 geyser. Maybe I'll do something at some point. But at the moment, we just want to get these farms up. We're going to get those farms up and we're going to get these wires finished. But at the moment, I mostly just want to get these farms up so we consume all that polluted water. We're probably going to burn through a fair amount of phosphorite doing this, but I don't really mind. We'll get the phosphorite back at some point. But yeah, we should get loads of this polluted water consumed doing that. Then in the meantime, we're also going to hook it up over here. So they've actually almost finished this pipe. We're going to start filling up this cooling loop. And this is the main project of today, is just trying to cool down all of this sulfur from the 3 geysers. But it's taking a while for them to just grab all the lead and move it across the map, so that'll take a little bit longer. So these plants aren't actually getting polluted water. Yeah, because the pipe's not finished. They'll finish that tomorrow. Hey Trent, how you doing? I'm back. I had an eye infection. I don't think it was an eye infection. I just had like a blocked oil gland or something, so my eye just swelled shut like this. So I was dealing with that. And I was doing DIY in my bathroom. The sealant on the bathtub broke, so we fixed that. But now I'm back for streaming. I have time to stream again. Which is nice. What have you been up to? Yeah, I'm very tempted to speak to it. Just a lot of waiting happening at the moment. We just need people to move all this lead around. We also need some of the heat to come out of this room so that these steam turbines will work again. I think they are mostly working again now, actually, if I think about it. Yeah, these are cooling at full capacity again, so I guess I can turn these back on. Building with Streamlink and Chatty. I don't think I've used those. This is for that game you were telling me about, wasn't it? A while ago. I can't remember what game that was. God, how many guys do we have in here now? We have 443 critters / eggs in here. It's nuts. How many Paku do we have? 107. See, that's really not that high. I feel like the Pakus are still kind of bugged. Like, I feel like the numbers should be a lot higher now. We've been running this for about 250 cycles, and we should be getting an egg every 1.6 days. So I'd have expected to have like 200 fish in here now. But, oh well, I suppose. Suppose I can't be too upset. We've got... Actually, hold on. These fish are cramped. Why are they cramped? Oh, they're cramped because the egg is moving through here. Is that it? No, they're not cramped anymore. You're cramped. So the actual... Yeah, the actual fish are cramped. Why is that? Because... Oh, I think I know what's happening. I think we're getting less eggs than expected because whenever an egg from any of the ranches passes through here, through these tiles, it counts as being in the room. And it stops the fish from laying their eggs. Well, at least that solved the mystery. I mean, we've got an egg going through the tile at the moment, and it's not doing that. So it is very much a case of just the eggs going through this specifically. It's causing the issue. Well, that's mildly annoying, but at least I know what the cause of it is now. I'm surprised it's such a large effect, though. I guess it is literally every single egg going through the colony doing that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way I can fix that without rearranging this whole room. Because I think what I need to do is I need to seal this off. And then I need to move this vent, and I need to move the pitcher pump somewhere. I think we'll just leave it like it is. We've got other food sources than the Paku. It's all learning. Yeah, it looks like these plants are getting planted. Hopefully, yeah, so the pipes were built. That water started to move through now, so that would help. And deconstruct all these farms. Yeah, there we go. And I'm just doing this so that our polluted water tank doesn't overflow. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. These plants actually take up a lot of space. It's a good thing I have all this space available. We're eventually going to fill up with ranches, but the ranches will only take up some of the space. In the meantime, this room is still filling up. Yeah, I think construction-wise, they're mostly just working on this at the moment and grabbing all of these seeds from across the map. I imagine that's going to take a while. We've got some nice stickers in the oil biome. Yeah, that's a sign that people are spending a while grabbing lead if there's stickers in the oil biome. Yeah, here you go. What else is going on? Yep, still getting more cooking done. Yeah, I don't think we need to sweep that up, that's fine. People are starting to be idle. It's probably the guy on the other colony. Yes, it is. Just gonna have to keep finding stuff for you to do, aren't I? You can go up here. Grab all of this algae. There you go. Oh, we're getting there. Why is it getting built? Hope we can build this wire so we can start venting this room out. Obviously, we'll have to lock this room. And eventually we'll just tile it in. I don't think any of this stuff will matter once it's tiled in. There's just going to be steam here anyways. There's a lot of resources here, so we should probably actually sweep those all out as well. Like, there's probably a lot of sulfur just lying on the ground there. Yeah, so these are set to sweep only, are they? No, they're set to everything. Well, people can just store all that stuff in there then. He's got loads of lead pipes here as well. It's going to take a while to get built. But yeah, I think this thing's worked pretty well. This is going to go dormant soon. Which is unfortunate, but again, this doesn't need this to work, so that's fine. I'm just hoping this lead will be conductive enough for this to actually be efficient. But yes, at least we're starting to consume some of this polluted water. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll deconstruct that pipe and put that here. And then this could be a dead end here. That's probably a little better. Yeah, this level's going down now, that's good. That's what I was looking for, really. Okay, so all of this is getting built. Man, that's so many metal tiles. Because this is all going to be metal, I think. So that it actually conducts the heat properly. Because this sulfur is just a right pain. And I want the interface to be as conductive as possible. We would use a better metal for this, but that would require better metals. We can just dig this out of the ground. Actually, that doesn't need to be priority 9. That can be priority 5, like all the other stuff. So why isn't this getting through here? It's confused because of this. I think I'm gonna have to disconnect that and put in a bridge here. Something about bridges. Yeah, I'm just glad that oxygen's staying nice and cold. Yeah, because it's still cold in the pipes. Loses most of its chill by the time it gets up here, but at least it's not heating these areas up. So I think it's helping to cool down the base. No power consumers. What? Hold on. Did I screw this up? I think I may have screwed this up. Oh, no, I just forgot to replace this. Yeah, that would be a good idea. There you go. It would be nice to not just arbitrarily waste the steam power because all my steam turbines are disconnected. Yeah, I reckon we'll get this working tonight. We've got like a couple of hours left. So, fish update. One of my zebra danios isn't doing very well. The platy that was sick has recovered. But I think one of my zebra danios has some brain damage. Like, it doesn't look like a normal illness problem. It just looks like it's forgotten how to swim. So I'm keeping an eye on him. I don't think there's any medication for him. But I did find a little platy in my canister filter that was alive, like a little baby, who's now a teenager. So he is in the tank, enjoying the company of the other fish. So yeah, they're doing all right overall. I think we may gain a platy and lose a danio. But it's not completely outside the realms of probability that we lose one to something unavoidable. It's definitely not the disease that the other fish had. This is going. Yeah, people just aren't doing this. That's fine. People have other stuff that they're doing at the moment. I've given them loads of things to do. Yeah, this is working now as far as I can tell. Although, I think I need to put a bridge in here too. I think the liquids are getting very confused. They need bridges. There you go. So this should be consuming a fair amount of polluted water now. This is erupting. I'll just have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, these are pretty much almost all planted. Looks like a lot of this stuff is getting finished now, which is good. Yeah, there's a steam turbine. So we just need this one wire to be finished. Actually, it's not just that one wire, it's the other wires down here too. In terms of plastic, we do have enough plastic for that vent now. So I'm just going to put that here. Then I'm going to set up a little switch as well, just so that I can turn this on and off without having people go in here. Yeah, people are grabbing all this stuff too, storing it, that's good. Because we're not going to let people back in here. Looks like polluted water is being added, but it's not... Well, the loop isn't finished yet. We're actually going to need to build some ladders here and dig out all this stuff, just so that people can get across. There we go. Yeah, there wasn't actually too much stuff in here, that's good. Yeah, I mean, all the sulfur is going to be hot coming into here anyways. I mean, at the moment, I've got this as insulated pipe. I'm trying to cool this anyways. I could just put it in here. Because this room is going to be running at 130 eventually. So that's actually probably fine. I'm not going to make this radiant, but we probably can make it regular pipe. Instead of insulated. Yeah, there we go. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ladder across here. I'm going to ladder up here, and then we're just going to start filling this with insulated tiles. Because this is going to be just one big brick. Yeah, we can dig all of this out as well. Not gonna worry about that. That's just a bit slight. We can dig the coal out. Although, to be honest, I haven't used coal in a while. It's probably not really needed anymore at this point. Oh well, it's nice to see people working on this bit anyways. Can you... I think you can put stuff here. I don't think that should be an issue. see, which one of these needs a sweet or top one? There you go. Yeah, we're actually starting to get these lead tiles built too. That's nice. I'm really hoping I'm not going to have to break this open again in the future. That's going to be annoying if that's the case. But I've never built like a huge block like this. Because the aim is that this is all going to come out at room temperature. And that room temperature sulfur I want to drop in the ranches. So I think I would just literally... well, I'd have to just vent it all out here. Like, I think this would be insulated tile here. And then we just have vents here. And sweepers. Or maybe what we'd actually... Because the thing is, if we don't let it keep cycling through here, it's gonna build up and then it's gonna break the pipe. And there's too many of these pipes for us to actually loop each one around. So there's just gonna have to be enough chill in this block to actually cool it down properly. So I'm gonna want to set this to as low as it will go, so let's set this to 0. Like, we need to make sure that the sulfur is cool enough by the time it comes out of these pipes. It's only actually going to be cooled in these pipe segments and these pipe segments. So we're just going to want a load of vents. Like that. Then we'll make these insulated tiles. I guess we'll dig all of this out as well. So people can get through there. And then we'll slowly just fill this, all up. Okay. Yeah, most of those are planted now, so this level's going right down. That's good. So, priorities. So it looks like there's only a few little bits of wire left to do. And then this will all be hooked up. Oh, actually, I just had a thought. We're going to want to actually dig these. Remove the vents. We're actually going to want to extend these up here. Wait, why are people making messes? It's not good. Oh, you made a mess because you forgot to do the outhouse. No, you're just trapped. Like, straight up. You're just trapped. Somehow. Yeah, sand ended up here. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess that's what you get for digging straight up. That's on me. We'll just dig all the way down here as well. That should solve that problem. But yes, what we're actually going to want to do is we're going to want to put the vents here. And I believe we're going to want mesh tiles here. Because these mesh tiles will get the sulfur to condense immediately if it's at the right temperature, and it will just drop. It'll drop as a block rather than as a tile. I don't think it'll drop as a tile anyways, because there'll be a small flow rate through here, through each of these pipes. But I don't know. I don't know any of this. I'm just trying it for the first time, so we'll see if it works. But yeah, I think this will be ready by cycle 300, I think. So we're still got to build all these metal tiles. We'll slowly fill this up. Blimey, I'm still getting those frame drops, aren't I? Skills. What skills people want? I'm just giving everyone tidying and plumbing. I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure it'll be handy. I'm sure there'll be some kind of mass plumbing incident where we need everyone to plumb. But yeah, they're just building all the stuff that isn't made out of lead first because they can actually access it. That's sad. Yeah, that'll be fine. What do you mean insufficient oxygen generation? There's no water going to the electrolyzer. Really? Where is the water? We're not getting any water from here because it's idle. Who's trapped? You're trapped. Ah, Christ. Okay. Dig that. But yeah, where's the water on this planet? So this one is dormant. Okay, so we actually are kind of running out of water. Neat. Got a nice big pile of phosphorus here. Great. Very nice. We'll be alright. We've got oxygen stored up in here anyways. We've got tons of oxygen stored up in here now. Well, not in this one. But we could run without water for a while. How's it going in here? Yeah, this is about the right temperature again. I feel like you guys are always going to have stuff to do. You're slowly turning all of the iron into steel. I guess we still do want to do this with all the iron ore. So we'll let you keep doing that for now. We've got ice. Got a farmer with machinery. You know what? We could use another farmer. Yeah, there you go. So Rowan has joined the colony. So you can put on your farming hat. We're going to go up to 30 dupes. Like at this point, I'm just going to do it. Like we built all those extra bathrooms and bedrooms. We're just going to do it. We just need the labor. We just need to get stuff done. And every non-builder dupe that we hire is someone else who is actually building. Because we hired a load of builders in the first place. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, something like that. And then we'll just need some auto sweepers here. This, I think, 9 tiles is the range of the auto sweeper. We've got 10 vents, so we'll just do 2 auto sweepers. But this is all depending on the sulfur actually being the right temperature in the first place. So we'll see about that. But I think sending it through these pipes will do the trick. If not, I'm going to be very sad. The people are finally getting around to doing these wires. Maybe they're just doing all this stuff first. I don't really mind. It just all needs to be finished at some point. Oh, you can't actually go in there and build those, can you? Crap. We'll make sure you can do that. All this stuff should get squeezed out of this room anyways, so I'm not too concerned about that. There won't be any gas or anything in here, it'll just be metal. A nice big metal block. I don't think I've ever done this before, just a huge metal block. Okay, we've got the polluted water going in here as well. That's good. So that will fill up that loop. Man, it feels like it's taking an eternity. People are spending a lot of time just ranching. I mean, we do have a lot of ranches, and that is the ultimate plan, but... Hold on, who's got unreachable stuff? No, you're all fine. You're all just trying to figure out what to do. The only problem is we have a lot of new dupes now who are a bit slow, so they're probably going to be a bit slow in the exosuits. But yeah, at least we're going to have a lot of pepper. You're still trapped. God, you really have just kept trapping yourself, haven't you? There's more swamp chard in here as well, so you can go in here and grab that. You'll want to eat that at some point. I don't really mind what happened to all this water. It's got a list of food. Interesting, it's all just raw food now. People need to cook. Well, we've got the mess halls down here. We've got one kitchen down here. I think it makes sense to have more kitchens up here. So, probably next episode we'll put in some more kitchens. In the meantime, I think we can just eat a few of these guys. You guys all going to get to bed on time? Don't know. God, sometimes the FPS just really drops in this computer, and I'm not 100% sure why. Seems to come back to normal now. And now we're going to get a load of people attacking all the critters down here. So let's see how that goes. Should be fine. We have a lot of Sweetles and Grubs in here. I never really got around to making a drowning chamber. Christ, they're really loud. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of zapping. Yeah, in the meantime, we're just filling up this metal block. I'm really looking forward to testing this out and seeing if it actually works. Because I don't normally test stuff in sandbox mode. We just build it and see if it works. And this may well be a case where it's just not conductive enough and the sulfur just doesn't cool properly. But I want to find out for myself, because I've never really played around with it in game. In the meantime, everyone's just running over here and grabbing more lead. We've still got oodles of fossil as well. We're making a good amount of lime, a good amount of steel. We've actually got 12 tons of steel now. I think I might actually just turn these off for now. Like, we've got enough refined metal. Let this cool the polluted water for a bit instead, because this bottom of the base is getting a bit toasty again. Yeah, these oxyferns are getting toasty. Like, the cold oxygen coming to the base is helping, but it's not really helping down there. That's what this loop is for. In the meantime, everyone's having fun zapping. I don't think these guys are eating the meat, because when I had hatches here, they would eat the meat that the dead ones dropped if it didn't get swept up immediately. So I think this is definitely better with the Sweetles and the Grubs. At least it's all actually ending up in the kitchen. But yeah, it's funny because in the patch notes they said they fixed this fish flopping thing, but I don't think they did. They're still just flopping. Just flopping in midair. So these are getting finished. Actually, we'll need to tile those from the inside out, so we'll just do it like this. We never actually hooked this second pump up. So let's do that as well, just so we can vent this room a bit faster. Looks like we are actually making plastic again, which is nice. Because I do want to keep putting more of these plastic ladders in, just to help everyone out. We haven't got quite enough plastic income yet for the transit tubes. But we will do that eventually. It's funny, I keep seeing these wires getting incrementally done, but they just aren't being quick about it. You know what, I'm just going to priority 9 those now. Like, we just need the wires building. Everything else is ready. Although actually this wire isn't built yet either, so we need to do this. Yeah, there we go. So this pepper stuff will go off, won't it? I haven't actually done anything with it in a while, but I keep hearing, yeah, we've got polluted dirt here, so the pepper will go off. So we're probably ultimately going to need to store it somewhere. I guess we could dig all of this out. It's fine. It's probably not all going to get done. I'm just trying to find stuff for you to do. Just going to have you slowly empty that planet of stuff. Make the most of your loner bonus. Right, it looks like they've actually done those wires now. So we just need to do these two. Who's high stress? You're high stress. That's sad. What's your stress reaction? Binge eater. That's probably not very good considering you're just living off the wild food. You know, I could just send you back. I don't actually need you doing stuff here. I'm just gonna send you back. Like, eventually we'll need to, like, tame the gold volcano, but it's dormant, and I'm not really thinking about that at the moment. So yeah, you can just come back. Enjoy the main base for a while. We can definitely fit more people here. In fact, he's probably only stressed because he was just hanging out trapped in that area. But we are kind of running out of stuff for him to do on that planet at the moment. We will go back and do an actual gold volcano tamer at some point. But I just want to get all this sulfur finished first. And I just want to test this and see if it works. We're very close to actually getting it ready. Yeah, so this is actually cooling it down now. So the only thing is, we've still got some gas in here. So we actually need to prevent people from getting in there. And we need to seal this up now. So that could be priority 9. And in fact, actually, let's turn this off for now. That's probably fine. And we'll just incrementally get this all done, and then we'll be ready. Are you actually going back to the planet? Where are you? Oh, you've trapped yourself again. What keeps happening? How does all this sand keep end up down there? I guess I just dug through like 10 bazillion tiles of sand. Not the smartest thing to do in the world. Oh, and now you're going to go sleep on top of the ladder. Great. Okay. If there's anyone else, they would probably be really bad right now. Right, I'm going to speed to it because I just want this stuff doing. But at least this is all working now. See, I'm actually getting these unreachable toilet commands just because the dupes are trying to, like, think about where to go. It's not because there aren't toilets available. It does kind of suck that the late game performance issues this game has are so prevalent. Because I wanted to investigate how much they fixed that with the latest patch. And I don't even feel like I'm doing that much. Like I've got like 30 dupes, admittedly. But I'm not exactly going between planets. And I'm not well, I guess I'm piping a lot of stuff around, but I feel like it's not that crazy. I think I'm just going to leave this here just in case I need to refill this loop. This is just the oxygen cooling loop. Does what it says on the tin. But yeah, go ahead and teleport. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Teleport. Goodbye. Right, so we'll just let you back in. Oh, you're going to the printing pod to learn your skills. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, you should probably just go somewhere. Hopefully you won't end up getting too stressed. You know, nothing to relieve the stress like being in a room filled with hundreds of insects. I'm sure that will help. Well, he's got plenty of stamina, so he probably isn't going to fall asleep. Yeah, they'll help add a bit more labor as well. So we've got 27 dupes here at the moment. So I think all we need to do now is vent this room and finish these metal tiles, and then we can test this machine and see if it works. So the aim will be to have this metal block just be super cold and have the sulfur just run through it and get cold enough to put in our base. Because I tried cooling it while it was on the conveyors, and solid sulfur just has a really bad thermal conductivity, so it takes forever to actually get to a reasonable temperature in here. Like you'll see, we just have a huge lump of sulfur in here that we haven't touched because it's still too hot. So the volcano tamer method doesn't really work very well with these. So that's why I want to see what happens with this. And we're basically taking three geysers combined output and running it through this cold block. And I'm hoping one thermo aqua tuner will be enough to cool all of that. It might not get it all the way down to room temperature, but so long as it comes out at the sort of same temperature as the block, that's what I'm looking for. But I might be pushing my luck trying to run 10 pipes through here and get enough cooling in. Like I might need a better material than lead, for instance, for this to actually work. But once I start depositing up here, I'll put some auto sweepers up here as well, and we'll send some conveyors to the rest of the base, dropping off the sulfur. And then we'll probably get rid of some of these, and we'll just start putting the sweetles in here. Wow, you're at 90% stress. Well, hopefully your stress will, let's see, it's going up by 15% per cycle. We've currently got low morale. I reckon he's probably going to reach his stress reaction. I don't think that's actually the worst thing in the world, though. We have food. At least we're doing it here instead of on the other planet where you could reasonably run out of food. Yeah, there you go. You're actually getting around to building this. Very nice. So each pipe will just terminate here, and hopefully the sulfur will just come out as like a little blob. Like a solid blob. And I'm pretty sure running it through these valves like this will prevent it from building up in the pipe too much. But interestingly enough, we're actually getting an intermittent flow at the moment. We've actually succeeded in draining all of those geysers, because one of them is dormant. So we're not actually going to get the full flow rate through there yet. Which is probably fine. I mean, this one goes dormant in 11 cycles. This one goes dormant in 24 cycles. This one reactivates in 16 cycles. Well, it's not like we're going to be using it at full capacity anyway. It's just having more sulfur is a good thing. Like we've got like 113 tons of this stuff now. So yeah, we're doing all right on that front. In the meantime, I guess everyone's just catching up with all the other stuff. I'm just grabbing a load of sulfur. We don't actually have quite enough pepper seeds for these farms either. That's funny. Well, that'll get filled up soon. These peppers are growing. Yeah, both these pumps are working now, so we should have a bit more uptime on this. Although at the moment it looks like the guy is going in here, and then just the door opening from here is releasing enough natural gas that it's turning this machine off. That's not great. Because eventually we're going to have the transit tube go through here. And I don't think there's any space to move any of this stuff elsewhere. I could actually move that sensor all the way over here. And put another manual airlock here. That would probably actually be sensible, because people are going in here and just not refining the oil at the moment. So let's do that quickly. While we're waiting to do all of this. So what we'll actually do is we'll take this, we'll put it here in the actual storage bit. We'll put a bridge here, then a wire there, and then we can deconstruct this. Because this is the infinite storage, and this will actually be linked up. People will be coming in here every now and then anyways to operate this room, so there will be some gas coming in through here. This isn't perfect, but it's probably good enough. Oh, hold on. I think we've got a stress reaction. Hold on. I don't think I've seen this one before. I feel kind of bad for this guy. He's gonna go have a sleep. Nope. No, he's done. Bingy is an involuntary action, so it'll happen automatically. He's just sat on the ladder, he's like, screw it. Eating insatiable hunger, minus 4,000 calories per cycle. That's interesting. So he's eating 5 times the normal amount at the moment, but he's only filling up his calories some of the way. This duplicate is stuffing their face as a result of stress. Then he's going to be antsy. It's kind of funny, I just haven't actually seen this one. He's got a negative decor on him. So it doesn't seem to be making too much of a deal though. Well, I don't think that's really a problem. We have food. It's not like he's throwing up everywhere. Right, let's speak to it for a little bit. People still aren't cooking. The thing is, if I put this at the moment, if I put the extra kitchens up there, they're just gonna be lugging food all the way down here, up here. I need to actually set it up properly with automation. I could actually just remove these farms or uproot these plants. I could uproot these plants and just put a load of grills here. That would probably be a good idea. I'll probably just even do them on the farm tiles for now. I'm not sure if this is going to be permanent or not. But we just aren't cooking enough food for all these dupes. And the grill is constantly being used. So I think we just need to add more. What's happening in the meantime? I guess people are still coming over here and grabbing lead. I guess for this now. Looks like we've got most of the gas out of there. Oh, this is blocking one of the epoxy steam turbine bits. Well, I think I could deconstruct that somehow. Actually, I could do it like this, I think. Let's investigate. But yeah, this is going to block one of the steam turbine inputs. That's not what I want. Actually, what I could do is I could just... No, I don't have any wire there. I could hook that up to the automation. But no, that's going to look weird. I'll just deconstruct this now. That's fine. It's going to look a bit weird with the pump just here, but I don't really mind. Right, so for now, let's just put in some grills. Because most of the food is just going to be meat from the sweetles. And then these plants. So let's just make these out of iron. I'm just going to put an absolute load down here. Yeah, 6. And we'll just hook those all up to the main power network. They use 60 watts each, so this won't actually be a problem. Then you will definitely want lights for these. So in terms of automation, you'll be standing on these tiles. So what we could do is we could have a pairwise sensor. So like this. Then lights like this. That works pretty well. Yeah, I think that's fine. But then those will require power. And they'll require automation as well. And I'll sort out all the automation tomorrow. But for now, it just means that if we have a sudden excess of food, we can cook it. And it's not all just rotting without being eaten. Yeah, and it doesn't break the stable. So... yeah, I think we'll just copy the settings on that one. And put them there. That's fine. Okay, any more dupes? No, we don't need Paku. Yeah, I guess another farmer will do. Yep. We're gonna want farmers at some point, and I just need the labor. Like, we do have a fair amount of farms now. So we're gonna go up to 30 dupes. Because we have the oxygen, and this will actually let them eat all this food, or better utilize it. Then we can keep expanding this. What everyone's doing in the meantime? Oh, this needs to be set to above 2,000. This line is, it's got too many consumers on it, I think. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to close my curtains quickly. Let's see if this gets done in the meantime. Yeah, my backlight, the spotlight has stopped working. I'm not really sure why. Hopefully, yeah, I'll have a look at that. And... maybe the remote is just out of power. I've had those batteries in there for a while. Got about a ton of plastic. What's the traffic overlay saying? Yeah, it's obviously the internal ladders, these tiles, but it is also this ladder a lot. So we'll just keep expanding this one up. There we go. So we've got milligrams of polluted oxygen here. I do want to vent it all before we turn this on. Or actually, we probably don't need to turn it on. No, we probably don't need to vent it all, but we need to make sure that we don't get any steam in here while there's still polluted oxygen. Where did all that food go? Is it all on the conveyor? It shouldn't be. We haven't actually set up these conveyors yet. At least this way we know that people will actually be cooking. Yeah, there's nothing in the freezer. Right, I'm just going to speed to it. I just want to get this machine built. I want to test whether it works, and then we're going to properly focus on those. On the food automation tomorrow, I think. I think that's a good idea. But the number of dupes is increasing. We're going to be consuming about 30,000 calories a day because we've got some bottomless dupes in here. I feel like bottomless is a pretty acceptable debuff to have because eventually you produce enough food. That's not a problem. People just straight up not doing these. No, they are. What were people up to yesterday? Again, mostly just construction supply. It's building all these wires. So it looks like people are cooking. How many cooks are we going to end up with? A few. It's probably fine just having 2 or 3 at a time. There's bubbles. There you are. Yeah, I'm going to speed to it again. I just want to see this done at this point. Yeah, there you go. Let's see how that goes. I think they have actually queued up the errands, so hopefully they'll end up delivering them in the right order. Yeah, and all the solids are being shoved out here. Nice shiny metal block. But yeah, I'm really impressed with how this has worked. Like, just having the petroleum and the crude oil in here has really made taming the steam vent a lot easier. There is enough heat from the sulfur. Although at the moment there isn't any sulfur coming out of these pipes. Those are all idle. So hopefully we do actually get some sulfur coming in here. Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. So I get for trying to rush it. Yes, I'm very eager to turn this on. We just need to get these last few metal tiles in. Right, I'm just going to yellow alert them at this stage. I'll yellow alert these two. we're down to micrograms of pressure in here, so this should be ready to turn on. In fact, I'm just going to turn this on. We'll set it to -5 because we want this block to be as cold as possible for cooling all this sulfur. Critter starvation. I hope not. I guess at the moment we're pumping all the sulfur into this just pit rather than actually shipping it to the ranches, but yes, this is all for the Sweetles. The whole aim of this is just to feed a load of Sweetle ranches. I can't remember the exact number, but I did the math a while ago and it is large, like multiple dozens. Multiple dozens of Sweetles and Grubs just to convert all the sulfur into mud and then convert that all into dirt and water. And then use that to just have an absolutely massive population of dupes. Because these sulfur geysers actually produce quite a lot of sulfur, and you can convert that into water quite efficiently if you go through all of the ranching, Sweetles and Grubs, and then just have a load of sludge presses. But this all depends on actually being able to get the sulfur to them, because at the moment it's in a liquid form, and just trying to remove the heat when it's solid and on a conveyor belt just isn't very efficient because the sulfur is a rubbish conductor. So even though it is cooling in here, it's cooling very slowly. So what I'm trying to do with this block is I'm trying to pipe small amounts of it through here so it doesn't break the pipes. Chill this block down to a really cold temperature and then just have the liquid sulfur conduct heat a lot more quickly in these pipes, and then just dump out here at hopefully a reasonable temperature. But I haven't done any calculations, so this may not work 100% accurately. Be interesting to see. Oh. That wasn't quite the intended outcome. Let's turn that off. Okay, it looks like it is getting deleted. That's reassuring. I might turn this back on here. Yeah, this is going to get deleted, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the pressure is going down. Yeah, we're fine. This is overheating because there's not enough steam pressure. Fun! Why do I think this is going to work? How much steam pressure actually is there over here? I guess it's not going to be working this hard all the time. No, this just isn't working. We just need more water in here. I don't know, I'll leave it to run a little bit longer. It's because there actually isn't a huge amount of steam on these tiles specifically. Yeah, now it's alright. Because this will overheat this will overheat at 175. What? Why have we got sulfur in here? Actually, the sulfur is probably fine, but I don't know. We definitely shouldn't have sulfur in there. But I guess we do. I thought I swept everything out. Ugh. No, this isn't quite conducting the heat effectively enough. But this block is cooling down, so that is good. So let's fully insulate the block, and then see what happens. Because the polluted water is coming in at -12, coming out at -1.1, so it's using up most of the cooling at the moment, which is good. Most of that chill is being dumped up. I don't know, it's being dumped fairly evenly. Then in terms of the actual temperature, there's a little bit of temperature variation. This is probably going to require a little bit of tweaking. What's... Oh, the liquid valves are... Yeah, these are going to need to be steel. I'm going to need to break in here and repair some things. I'm probably going to need to do that now. I've got some time. I don't think I want to get rid of the sulfur. I think leaving the sulfur in here is fine. But what am I going to want to do? Temp shift plates? More steam? What I could do is I could put a bottle emptier here, pour some more water in. Or I guess I'd do salt water. Replace this with a mesh tile. The water would all condense up here and flow back in. I guess this is what I do for now. This is about set to temperature now. So... And these aren't overheating, so I guess it's about time for me to turn these on and see what the actual effect is on the sulfur. Just to see if the actual principle works. Oh, they need to get in there and tweak the settings. Oh, I forgot that. I thought I could just set the flow rate. Okay. Oh, what a nightmare. Realistically, I should probably just make another liquid lock here, shouldn't I? So people can climb in. Yeah, I think that's what we do instead of all this malarkey. Like, if people are going to need to go in and set the settings anyways... Oh, what a nightmare. What's the simplest way of doing this? Because there's already going to be hot stuff in here. But I don't want any of this water getting in here. I think at the moment I literally just break in. Just dump a load of water in here. Get the pressure up even higher. Yeah, let's try it. This block is nice and cold at least. I don't think we'll end up with too much steam over here, but we'll need to vent this room again. Right, so now at least we can set these. We're actually just going to put another one of these in here. Actually, what we'll do is we'll... How much steel do we have? We have loads of steel. I think I do just need to make these all out of steel. The aqua tuner probably not. But the valves, yes. Because eventually that aqua tuner is going to be running a lot more frequently. So we're going to get this working on cycle 300. That'd be quite amusing. I hope so, because we're kind of running out of time. Shouldn't take long for you guys to come and do this, though. Oh, it looks like people are toggling the sulfur things first. So it is coming out, and it's coming out at a nice temperature. Okay, that's good. I'll wait until I've got this up and running, like, properly before I really look at it. But that's reassuring. Because I wasn't sure this was going to work at all. But it does seem like there's enough conductivity with it going through the pipe and the metal block that it's working even with the lead. And we're actually getting all the sulfur out of there as well, I suppose. But yeah, that will condense more or less immediately at the right temperature. It's a little bit hotter than the surroundings. I mean, the only way we'll know for certain is when we actually get this working, and thankfully we made a load of steel so we can actually do this. Right, so... set this to 1000. In fact, that needs to be yellow alert. We're definitely going to get some... yeah, we're definitely going to get some broken pipes. Oh, God. Actually, you know what? No, we're not. Fuck that. Connect it all up again in a minute. Actually, just copy. I may need to reload this. Like, this whole principle is based on the sulfur not condensing in the cube. Please, just adjust them. It's going to annoy me as well, because it's going to show the damage in here. But I'm not going to do anything about it. Actually, I guess now that we've got all the lead there, it won't take too long to repair it. But I'm certainly not going to do that until this is working 100% as intended. So you guys are coming in here, right? I'm gonna need to vent this again. Who's actually coming to do this? Oh, don't give me that. The slowest guy is coming to flip all the switches. Nice. We'd have been in real trouble if it wasn't for pliers. gotta be kidding me. Oh, I think these are all actually done. Okay, that's good. Right, so now I need to seal this back up. We did dump some more salt water back in there. Well, we're just going to need to vent this for another cycle. And then we'll actually turn this on. We'll turn it on the actual proper way by using pliers. How stupid. Oh, I never even turned this on, did I? Oh, well. Yeah, people just spend so long pondering if I put it on speed 2. I just don't like doing it at all. Does anyone else have this issue? Is all that food getting cooked in the meantime? I suppose it is. We are getting a few things cooked. Yeah, we got cooking buddies working up here. I guess I haven't queued anything up for people to do. Today we're just getting everyone tidying. Yeah, you can have digging. Yeah, so we're getting a bit more cooking done. These plants aren't growing because it's too cold, which means these plants are growing. See, I like how that works. We're either growing, like, the peppers or the thimbleweed. Because the ranges intersect. There's no temperature where neither of them is growing. We have loads of reed fiber stocked up, so I don't mind which we grow. We just need to consume the water. So, how much gas is actually coming out of here? Not a huge amount. It's going to take a while to go again. Let's just speed to it. I'm fairly confident now this is actually going to work. What do you mean unreachable toilet? They're literally saying the toilet's unreachable because of pondering. Like, that's not good. Did we make those clothes in the end? No, no one got around to doing that. Well, I've got a sweetle in here. It's not good. Yeah, let's just speed to it. I just want to see this be finished. I could put some temperature plates in here, but I don't have that much material that I want to put it in here. Like, so long as the heat gets removed eventually, I'm fine. Like, these can overheat a little bit. But yeah, that's staying nice and cool. I should have put more than one pump in here. That would have been clever. Oh well, I'll guess in the meantime... Oh, I guess in the meantime all this sulfur is just sitting in the pipe, isn't it? Well, that's fine for now. It's not going to burst anytime immediately soon. Oh, hurry up. Hurry up. Actually, sod it. I'm just going to turn it on. We got sulfur built up in the pipe. Let's just see if it actually works. Like we're not gonna turn this all to steam like immediately, are we? Well, it's quite close. I don't know. I'll disconnect it as soon as it looks like it's going to. Alright, let's see if it works. So we got 1 kilogram of sulfur in here, and it starts at 135. It won't always be 135, but for now it is. So it goes in here. It immediately cools. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, maybe this was overkill. Okay, that's nice and cold. And then it immediately heats back up. So the thing is, it's actually getting super cold, but then it's heating back up because it's cooling this thing as well, isn't it? Yeah. It's cooling these tiles. So it's actually getting slightly too cold, and then it's getting dumped out at room temperature, which is what it is out here. Okay, so this is 100% the way to go with this. And it looks like it's all pumping through without too many issues. Because if I look at all this, go through the mesh tiles, it's all exactly the right temperature. We're handling the full output of the geysers. It's all pretty much cool by the time it gets there. And then if I go to the temperature overlay, it's actually... Well, this bit down here is heating up. So it's heating up here a bit faster. What about the polluted water in the loop? So that is heating up, but the thermoactuator will get it right again. So there's a bit of a diagonal gradient going on because this pipe started pumping first. But overall, this is like 100% working as intended because we're getting all the sulfur out at room temperature. So this is absolutely what I should have done from the very beginning. And it's probably about the right amount of metal. Because now that it's actually running, it's getting a bit hotter. What about now? So yeah, now the sulfur is still a little hot when it's coming out of the pipes. Oh, I set this to not work. So that's why it's not working. Makes sense. So if I turn that back on... I still think it's working very well. I'll need to turn it off again once we start getting steam in here. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is about the right amount of area to do this with. Okay, we've got some principles. God, we've been offered Paku like 5 times today. Like, I have Paku. That would have been a very large amount of Paku. But we already have them. Do I want any more of these dupes? Don't want you because you've got decreased husbandry. That's really unfortunate. I guess we'll take another digger. Because we're just looking for dupes at this point. So you can grab digging. And yeah, that can go here. Everyone's on the same schedule. Yeah, this isn't quite working yet because we can't get the thermal equituner working yet. But I'm convinced there is enough cooling overall that this will work quite well. And at the moment what's happening is the mesh tiles are getting heated up. The sulfur is still coming out at room temperature, but the room is heating up, as it were. Oh, what a lovely noise it's making. That's a sign of a good machine, isn't it? The valves are all working, and thankfully they don't require any power. I can't wait to actually turn this on. And everything's made of steel. I'm just going to speed to it again. I guess everyone's just getting the small things done in the meantime. I remember everything that people had to do. Presumably at the moment just ferrying a lot of stuff everywhere. Oh, hold on, we've got... Why is this thing activating? Oh, the water is actually at that temperature again. Oh. That's funny. Let's set it to 110. Not that it's gonna get that high. But yeah, the sulfur... I actually don't know how the sulfur is coming out so cold. Like, the sulfur itself is not changing in temperature. It seems like it's just dumping all of the heat into the mesh tile. Or maybe it's going up a little bit. Still, a much better alternative to just pouring it down here, where it's just super hot. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed to it one more cycle. Hopefully this will have pumped all the polluted oxygen by then. And in the meantime, we'll just do skill points. Yeah, you can have digging. I do like it. But yeah, I think provided that the cooling actually works, or the action actually works down here, I think this is a resounding success. Because the sulfur is at least coming out cold. And then tomorrow, or whatever the next stream is, probably tomorrow, we will set up auto sweepers, we'll shove all of that sulfur in our base, and then we'll actually set up all the ranches, because we're going to be absolutely swimming in sulfur now. From all these pipes. Man, this is so good. I could probably actually even put more more valves in here, use insulated pipes going up here, extend the cold block over here, and just have this whole bit be all the sulfur on the map. That'd be really cool. Certainly much more effective than this. But yeah, let's speed to it. I mean, in the meantime, we still haven't run out of oxygen. We're getting plenty of water in from all the geysers. Getting plenty of mud from these guys. I'm not shipping it from the other planet. In fact, if I add that to the list, how much of that do we have? So that'll be an organic product, presumably. We have 43 tons of mud. And I don't think I've actually been importing it from the other planet. We don't have anyone there anymore. So I think we produced most of that ourselves just from these guys. Because there's no mud on this planet. And a decent amount of that mud is just becoming water. Yeah, like 60% of the mud is becoming water. I think the overall efficiency is like 30% of the sulfur becomes water. But that's pretty good when you've got this much sulfur. Down to milligrams. Yep, you can get suit sustainability. That sounds good. But you can go for plumbing. There you go. And you're finally wearing your jumpsuit. Nice. I don't think... Yeah, people still haven't got around to making these. But yeah, this is really cool. We've managed to use the sulfur, A, for getting the water out this vent more efficiently, and B, for actually just sending it through the metal. See, this metal is really hot now because it's not being cooled. In fact, actually, this is kind of odd. So, the sulfur isn't actually cooling at all in this block anymore. But it is still coming out of the vent at a reasonable temperature, because all the heat is being conducted into the gas via the state change. That's crazy. So this is actually just very effective at removing the heat, even without any cooling. I mean, obviously that heat's ending up over here, and eventually this is going to heat up. A little, but even still, it's coming out of this at like 100 degrees at the moment, and it's not really heated up at all. Presumably because sulfur is just such a terrible thermal conductor, and there's just such a large amount of it there. It's nuts. we could have done this without the cooling, and it would have dumped most of the heat into the gas. So what we actually could have done, or what we could actually still do, is we could put the steam room here, fill this with water, have the sulfur come out here, sweep up the sulfur solids, and then run steam turbines on this. And we just steam turbine the heat from the sulfur directly. Because the sulfur is just losing all of its heat on the state change. I really want to try that. I mean, the important thing is now we've got the sulfur, so we can set up the branches and the food infrastructure and all that stuff. But I do definitely want to just try hooking this straight up to a steam turbine. Or several. It might not even be that much heat. It doesn't seem like that much heat. Like, the temperature is increasing, but it's just gas. I'm going to turn this on again. See how quickly this temperature goes down. So that'll help shove some of the polluted oxygen over here as well, I imagine. I should have just made this out of steel. Because it's cooling down the block a little bit, but it's going to take some time. In the meantime, this thing is just overheating. I guess one thing to note is that the sulfur isn't continuously going in here all the time. Like, sometimes it will be pouring out here, sometimes it won't be. Okay, so all the polluted oxygen actually ended up over there. That is actually fine. Okay. Yeah, now the steam turbine is working, but this is just overheating. Like, it's getting way too hot. Right, I think we're going to need to break in here again and replace this with a steel aqua tuner. We want to dump some more steam in here as well. So yeah, if we make this out of steel, this is cooling down. This will work for now, but I'm fairly convinced we can make this work more efficiently just by turning this into the steam chamber and just cooling this chamber. Like, we may not have even needed the giant metal block. It may have just been a case of dumping it out the vent would do. Although the interesting thing is, now this is actually not overheating too badly. So maybe we just leave this. Because it won't usually have to continuously run super hot like that. But the notification showing up continuously is going to annoy me a lot. No. But yeah, I think what's happening is the mechanism of just dumping it here is deleting most of the heat. Like, I think the actual running of the sulfur through the pipes is doing relatively little. But it's all good, it's all working. So we can hook that all up tomorrow to the ranches and expand the ranches. And actually wrangle all those critters and do stuff with them. So that's what we'll do next stream. But thanks for watching, it's been fun. I'm glad to be back streaming again. I really enjoy playing this game. I really enjoy playing it with people watching. And it's just nice to have some free time again, to be honest. But yeah, that's the wrong screen. I'll be back probably tomorrow. See you then. Bye for now.